Welcome to the Live It Right podcast, hosted by John and Caitlin Lindsay. We're going to be talking all things health and wellness, from food, fitness, relationships. So if you want to live your best life and live it right, join us for this conversation.
So whether you're a health enthusiast, a busy professional, or someone looking to achieve a more fulfilling life, you're in the right place. Tune in, subscribe, and join our community as we explore the path to living it right.
Let's go. Welcome back to the Live It Right podcast. This is episode 31. On episode 30, I answered some questions. Today, Caitlin's answering some questions. We just diving in?
Yeah, let's get after it.
Okay, so question one, why the move to Brevard, North Carolina?
Oh, gosh. It was a long time coming for us. I think we shared a little bit more about this. Oh, yeah, in the episode that we filmed on the front porch when we moved up here into the rental.
So that was like 8 months ago.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy to even think about. In a nutshell, we moved here, one, because John finally took the plunge to leave his job of 12 years?
10.
10 years. And me being self-employed, a bit more flexible with that. But we were looking to move somewhere with outdoor pursuits and activities. We liked the idea of a smaller town, and something about the mountains versus the coast intrigued us. But I mean, in a nutshell, we came here April of 2024.
Yeah, probably. I had come once the year prior.
Yeah, John had come, and then April 2024, we signed up for something. It's a bike race called Assault on the Carolinas. And we came up here for fun for a couple days. And I always tell people this. We came up here, it was a blast, but there was this, not to sound cheesy, there was like a glimmer in John's eyes. I don't know how to explain it. Of like, there was just this release, I don't know, he stood a little bit taller. He seemed like he was just in this element of like, you just seem so happy and like free. I know that sounds so cheesy, but like as a spouse, when you see someone who has been in such a routine, like living such a routine life, and you see just like this, like physical exhale, I was like, there's something about this place. And then, I don't know, I just fell in love with it. It's a tiny town. The other piece of it, it's affordable. We were looking, a lot of these mountain towns up in this area are very expensive, but we found this, I don't know.
Comparatively, it's a little more affordable, and it's quaint, but also
there's still things to...
Yeah, there's so many badass people that live here too, and I think just visiting, you can get that vibe. Like, you can tell so many people are just doing badass things, and like...
It was our demographic of people. Yeah. So, like, if you've been to the Blue Ridge Mountains or up in this area...
well, even the older folks do badass shit
here
too.
Yeah,
so
that's
it is really like... This is a East Coast outdoor pursuits mecca. Like, it really is.
But like from a sentimental side, because I'm a sentimental person, is we ended up, for anyone that doesn't know, we were supposed to get married out of the country, COVID. We ended up getting married in Highlands, which we had been to a couple times. Highlands held a very special place in our hearts. But Highlands is not the demographic, the outdoor pursuits. It's a wonderful small mountain town to visit, but that's not somewhere we would live. But this just attracted us, and I'll be completely transparent. I was probably more nervous to move here than John, just because I had an established business in Savannah. I had my clients. I had my friends. I'm a very routine person, and I do sometimes struggle with change, which is like hard for me to admit, and I was honestly probably way more nervous than I ever even expressed to him to move here. Just nervous to meet other women. We're at an age, you either have kids, you don't have kids, you're married or you're not. Like there's like very defined at our age. And I was worried about connecting, but I will tell you, we have had finally brought back my annual Christmas party. What was that, 3 weeks, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And I just sat there at one point and looked out the back window, like not looking at anyone. And it just like, my heart was like so full because it's really cool to see. He's making fun of me.
Yeah. Well, I think that speaks to there just being the people
really
that live
cool.
here like to do cool shit.
Right.
Like, and those are the type of people you want to be friends with. You're like, oh, what's he? Oh,
but it's also cool to look around and see, like, we've already met so many people from very different places here, even here.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll shut up about that. He's trying to get me on to the next question.
No. That's, I mean, I
but
would agree with everything you said.
yeah. And I mean, it could not, like, we look at each other constantly and we're like, this was the best decision.
I don't think I mean, Savannah's not a big city by any means. It's actually the biggest city I've ever lived in. I could never go back to living in a large town even. Like, it's just.
Yeah. The one other thing I was going to mention in there, something that I know John didn't put his foot down on, but he has lived in a walkable city for how many years? Because Athens, let's consider Athens.
My entire adult life.
Right.
Yeah.
So you look at, I mean, what are our options there? Very few and far between. This, we are a 5-minute walk to the middle of downtown.
Yeah. And the accessibility to nature.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to, I'll drive to trail run, but I don't need to. You could trail run from the house. Like, the quickness to get to anything cool to do is like easy. Easy. 10, you don't have to wait till the week. Even if you were had a really busy work day, you can still get out and get to a trailhead, whatever, real quick. You don't have to wait to the weekend. Like, it can be an everyday thing.
So we could go on, basically we could go on and on about this place.
Hit me up for trail recommendations.
Yeah. All right.
So question 2, can you talk more about your coaching and finding balance on pushing versus recovery? So coaching for your triathlon, swim, bike, run.
Yeah. So as I alluded to, and as you've probably heard in previous episodes, I self-coached myself through ChatGPT, which, I mean, for someone, like, not a terrible thing, but also did lead to overtraining. So I hired Thomas in June of this year, shortly after my first half Ironman in Chattanooga, but not full half Ironman because I didn't get to swim. It was canceled. But I guess, I mean, I don't really know exactly what was being asked here, but basically I hired Thomas, and this is like one-on-one coaching. So he programs all of my workouts, minus I do strength training. I do that. He programs the strength training in there, but I kind of program that myself. He programs all of my training, my recovery. He gives me, I mean, definitive. We work through goals. He gives me exact metrics, data, all that through a thing, an app called Training Peaks. I know his coach uses it as well. Mm-hmm. A lot of endurance athletes are probably very familiar with that. But yeah, it is full on one-on-one that I work with Thomas. I don't know. I don't know if maybe, do you think I'm answering that question? I don't know if there's something that you can think of, like alluding.
Yeah, I guess you're being really specific, like the like almost logistics of having a coach. Yeah, he sends me this, I do this, whatever. But I mean, like I would maybe touch on, like, so you were doing ChatGPT versus a real human you know and connect with and is a cool person. Yeah. Like, that value is huge.
Oh, huge.
From what I've seen, you know, being married to you and kind of hearing a little bit of your conversation with him is like, and this probably gets into talking about pushing versus recovery. So it's like, you know, you want to push, and he has to reel you back in. And it's obviously worked out well because you've performed well in your most recent race, and you're clearly continuing to improve in all 3 of the modalities.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're asking if you want to become a better athlete, hire a coach. It is 100,000% worth it. But hire someone that you connect with. Like, that's one thing. So find the balance on pushing versus recovery. I suck at it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to slow down.
I think that's a good thing, though, because you will do it, though. You will slow down.
I will listen
you
to
will
him.
listen.
Yes.
But that hunger to do more is like when you get the carrot, you're going to eat the shit out of it.
100%.
Like, so you're going to crush whatever the training is that comes.
So, like, I've told Thomas before, like, John laughs. He's like, you got a recover day in there. What are you going to do with yourself?
Yeah.
Are you going to listen to him? And I'm like, yes. So I do listen to him.
You're a good listener. I'm not that good of a listener.
Well, because I have seen what happens when I don't listen. Like, there have been, over time, there have been workouts that he deliberately has said, Caitlin, slow the F down. Stop pushing it. This was supposed to be easy.
Yeah. Please
listen to me. He's and I made it very clear from the get-go, be honest with me, be harsh with me, be transparent. Do not, hit the gas pedal with me. Do not hold back. That's what I wanted. And I think one of the biggest values of hiring Thomas up to this point has not even been the progress I've seen. It has been understanding that balance of pushing and recovery because I did not know how to do it alone. That's what I'll say.
And even if you're using ChatGPT and it tells you, I'm sure this has probably happened to you, you're like, it might plug in like a rest day or like something optional, and you're like, man, I'm not going to listen. Like,
I'm feeling good. And there's like, oh, great. You're feeling good. You can do this.
Right. Yeah. ChatGPT is kind of a yes man. Like,
you're
like, but I'm feeling really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Like you can squeeze a little more out of it if you want to.
Yeah.
And I think on the pushing side too, I think from what I've seen having a coach too, and I know you would agree with this, is especially during bike workouts.
Oh gosh.
Like when watt ranges are set. So like basically how hard you're going to work. That is hugely beneficial because clearly it's like, especially if it's like some steady state or like 8 to 12 minute efforts, like when your coach has set a range, it's like, oh shit. And I feel like if you were setting that range yourself, I don't know, because another human set that range, I'm like, I've got to do this. And you do, like, especially on the bike, this seems true just because it's so metric driven.
Yeah.
You will push harder. Like you will.
100%.
Yeah.
But also understanding like my recovery zone, what a lot of people understand to be like zone 1 or zone 2 work, which is very like you could go for hours and hours and hours on the bike. Like I'll joke with him now. I'm like, seriously, dude, like that was so boring. And but I see why, because if I don't listen to him, my legs are dragging in the next one, or I'm not. There is a method to his madness that is so calculated from someone that understands what they're doing. It is mind blowing to me what I've learned. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface of what my body's capable of.
Yeah, you're still setting a foundation.
When it's in the hands of someone that knows what they're doing. Because pushing versus recovery. Recovery is a word that I did not know existed on my own. So yeah.
Well, cool. I think that answered that really well. All right, number 3, what's a go-to meal you find yourself making on repeat?
Ooh. That's a hard one for me, but I will tell you, if I don't present like a new idea or want to make something new, I feel like we always default to a burger and potatoes of some kind.
You make potatoes so well. Yeah, like they're like
crispy potatoes.
French fries or big cubes, which are essentially French fries too. Like baked potatoes, French fries style, are always such a hit. And back to the training, we're both doing, we say this, we can justify eating all these carbs. So it's easy to talk ourselves into it. But
that's another thing about coaching. Dialing in nutrition, that'll be a whole nother conversation we can have, but that is something I was basically starving myself. Yeah. What I learned.
Do you have a fries recipe on your website?
I believe so.
Or
we're smelling them right now because there's some in the crispy potatoes. I don't know if they're on the website yet. I will make sure that you get a recipe.
Yeah.
But
this won't come out for 2 weeks, so you have time.
Well, a little trick. Whenever you make crispy potatoes, you need to toss them in a bit of cornstarch. That's what without frying when you bake them, that cornstarch gives you that crispy
Oil,
outside.
cornstarch, salt.
I do extra virgin olive, not seed oil. So extra virgin olive oil, sea salt, cornstarch. That's all I put on them. I'm fortunate enough to have the flavored oils from my mom's shop, so we mix up the flavor. But I will make sure that there's a recipe that I can tag in the show notes too. But that is a go-to. Crispy potatoes of some sort.
And a protein. Yeah.
I mean, because it's just easy.
And a
salad.
we both love arugula, so like you do a really nice, you can whip up an arugula salad so easily.
But that's if I'm being lazy, that would be what I would do probably.
Yeah.
Because honestly, those crispy potatoes, the longer you leave them in there, the better they are. So you can just stick them in there. That's what I did before we started recording. So
yeah, I was trying to think of something. Oh, we've been really consistent with tacos too.
Oh yeah.
You've been making.
Yeah, that's true. With homemade tortillas, which that recipe is on my website. I will make sure and tag that.
Yeah, easier than you would think to make. Get
2
a
ingredients.
tortilla press.
Oh yeah.
Which aren't expensive, and it's a versatile piece of kitchen equipment.
Well, and if you don't want to pay for them, there are ways of pressing them between 2 pieces of parchment paper that you.
But then you pay for it, and you'll be like, "Damn, I should have paid for this."
Yeah, it takes about a quarter of the time.
Yeah,
so.
we've been doing a lot of tacos.
Yeah, that's true. Tacos are always a regular in this household.
Yeah, very easy. All right, question 4: what's something you are enjoying in this season of life? This is such a female question.
If I'm being 100,000%, I knew the answer to this right away. It was having you at home.
Oh, cool.
There is nothing more that I love than both of us working from home together. And I wondered what it was going to be like when we moved. It was a little weird when we were in the rental house, but that's because we didn't have our own separate spaces. But I love waking up next to you, having breakfast, lunch, and dinner with you, helping each other on our businesses, encouraging each other throughout the day. I mean, if we hear frustration, vocalizing frustration, we yell encouragement to each other. We motivate each other. I mean, he picks me up when I'm being negative, which he's always done.
You're getting better at that.
I am.
You are.
But it has just been like the sweetest. What?
Sorry.
Stop. Why are you laughing at me?
It's just such a
girl question.
Yeah, girl question.
That has literally been my absolute favorite thing.
Yeah.
I
loved all those things too.
Yeah. I've loved this season of life of us being around each other all the time.
Yeah.
So
I love that answer, but it's so funny. If I were answering this question, I would have been like,
I know exactly what you would say.
Yeah, the gravel roads are really nice this time of year. That's what I would have said.
I actually thought you would say something
like
along the lines of like having the flexibility to go ride, like plan your days around the weather and not be forced, because he was forced to work out. We woke up at 4 a.m. every day because he would work out before work, before his brain was drained. And now he can get up, feel productive, get work done, watch the weather, go on a really cool ride, in the middle of the day. I remember one of the funniest things I remember him saying when we moved here, he was like, the first few times he would go ride in the middle of the day, he felt like everyone was looking at him like, dude, what are you doing out here like in the middle of the day? Why aren't you at work?
I'm totally over that now, but for my own psyche, I need to get some work done before I go do any, even if it's the gym, I need to do something to feel like I'm on a good trajectory for the day. I still have to do that, but I think it's not even a problem. I think that's a good habit to have.
100%. And that's actually, a morning, like what does our morning look like could be a good thing to talk through of like how that's adjusted. Cause
I don't know if we talked about that.
No, we haven't. So, but yes, of course, he's a female question, but that has been literally
that was
my
a great
favorite
answer. I thought that was sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I love the most.
Cool.
So.
All right. Well, yeah. If you missed the previous episode, I was answering some questions, all very mobility, kind of my career focused. But our next episode, who knows what it'll be about? But it'll be a New Year's-ish.
Oh wait,
we should do like a New Year's goal maybe episode because I have some goals.
Oh yeah, I do too.
So maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
We just decided it. We just committed
New Year's
to
goals.
it. So. All right. Well, happy New Year, or maybe it's already the New Year when you're listening to this, and
we look forward to a much more consistent 2026.
Yeah, we always
Alluding
say
to
we're going
my
to be
words.
more consistent, but every time we do these, I'm like, we need to do these more. We need to do these more. And they're not hard to do. It's almost like the setup of it is enough of a challenge to talk us out of it. But
He's also not the one that edits them and has to do the uploading.
it
does take time.
You do a better job than
But I will say we'll be
more consistent.
That is a goal of mine.
That's our New Year's goal.
Is consistency with this because we really, really do enjoy it.
Yeah, it's fun.
So we're excited for a big 2026. Thank you for tuning in to 31 episodes.
Yeah, thanks so much
cool.
for listening.
We'll see you guys soon.
Peace.